What's up guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be looking at how we can create a drop down menu. Our focus for today, we're going to be using our CSS property positioned, and we're also going to be looking at how we can create a tooltip. So together with the combination, we're going to be creating a awesome navigation menu. So we're going to be using our previous tutorial where we learn how to create a custom menu icon. So we're going to be using this navigation menu to create this in the future. We're going to be creating this drop down menu using our tooltip at this edge and using our positioning to make our drop down menu. So in order for us to achieve this goal, we need to go back to our previous one. So we need to remove the excess margin padding on inside our unordered list so as to make it fit. So we go back to our unordered list, which is the general container, and we remove margin. We remove our margin, and we also remove padding. Then we save, then we check it out. Yeah, so it's better this way. So in order for us to there's an overlap between our custom menu and our navigation, so we need to give our unordered list a margin left. So we say margin left. Let's just give it a margin left of 10 pixels. So let's check it out. Think we should give it about 15 to just make it perfect. Or let me just say 20. Okay, I think it's better this way. So in order for us to make the navigation bar that I just showed you guys, we need to actually add tutorials and also drop comments. So on our HTML structure, we would add our tutorial. Tutorials. We're also going to add drop down comment because I really want you to drop down comment. Okay, now we're going to be changing some things like the general unordered list. We're going to be giving it a class. We're going to be giving it a class of list parents. We're also going to come down here to create another unordered list, list item, and also a link for our drop down menu. We're going to call this HTML. We're going to call this CSS. We're going to call this JavaScript. We're also going to call this PHP. So let's check what we got. Okay, we have this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, contact us. We have it going inline because of the rules we gave. We gave a general rule for our styling properties, so we need to differentiate them now. Since we've given our parent, we've given the general unordered list a list parent. So let me just copy this and to replace it, let's give it here. So we're talking about the first unordered list, we're talking about its direct list item. So we're not just talking about the direct, we're talking about the direct anchor also. So this rule should apply for the first unordered list. This one, its direct list items, which are this, and this. So we want the rule to only affect those ones. So we need it to include it here also. So we are talking about the direct list item. We're also needing it here. We need the direct, and we need the direct. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, so there's something I really want to fix about my CSS. If we can remember, I gave the list item a display of inline to make them position side by side. So I want to change this rule. Since my inline block can also do that same thing, I would like to change my rule. So I'm going to be giving my display as block for my link, and I'm going to be changing the inline as inline block. So let's see what we've got. Okay, I think this is better. So now, in order for us to fix this overflow here, we need to give it a position. So let's come out here and say, okay, I want to target my unordered list, the one with a list item, but the list item that also has an unordered list. So I'm targeting it and I'm saying a position absolute. By default, I think unordered list has a position of relative, so my list item has a position of relative, so my positioning absolute would make it go relative to its container, which is the list item. So it's fine. The other thing I want to do now is to give my unordered list a background color. I can say background color. Our background color should I give this? I think I gave it a #3. I think #3 6 8 CD4, I think so. Okay, yeah, is it the same? Yeah, it's okay. So the next thing we do now is to give our list item to display block, and we should give it a precise width. So let me say, let's copy this. So we are targeting the direct list item also. I want it to display block, and let me just target the link display block. So I would say no. Let me give it a width of about 200 pixels. Okay. Let's give it a color. a color of white. Let's give it a text align center. No, it's not looking like it's supposed to look like. Let's see. This should be, what should I have given it? See solution. Oh no. Okay. Okay, it's all good. So let's remove the text decoration. Decoration on. I think let's reduce this to, let me say, 150. And let's give it a left of 0. No, left of 0 will work. Let's give it margin left. Of minus 20 pixels. Okay, I think it's better now. So let's also give it a padding from within the link. Let's give it a padding of 10 pixels. Okay, now I think we can now give it a background on hover. We can take this, we can just take this on over, background color of, let's see, dark blue. Let's see, let's give it a background of dark blue. Okay, so the only thing remaining here now is our tooltip. We need to include our tooltip somewhere here, and in order to create a tooltip, we're going to be using a border. I'm going to be explaining it when I'm actually doing it. So we'd want to create it from here, from here. So we're going to be also using our pseudo class of before. I'm going to be giving it a content of empty as usual. I'm going to be giving it a border width of, let me say, 20 pixels. I'm going to be giving it a border color of transparent transparent from the top, transparent from the right, transparent. No, I want to give it the same color I gave it here. Where did I give this background color? The same color I gave it here. I want to give it here, and I also want to include my transparent back here. What again? I want to give it a position of absolute. Position of absolute. What again? Border width. Okay, border style. Of solid. So let me check. Okay, it's around here. This is our tooltip here. I think I did a display block. Okay. Okay, it's because of the tooltip. So we want to position our tooltip somewhere here. So we need to give it from top. I think the 20 pixels is too much. So let's just give it 12 or 13. So I can see from the top, let's see, 0 pixels, let's see. Okay, let's give it top a negative number like minus 30 pixels. So let's give it a left of 50%, Abby. 50%. Just trying. Okay, so we can then give it a margin left of minus 50 pixels. It's too much. Minus 30. So let's increase it to 15. Okay. Yeah, we've gotten our tooltip. So what we want to do now is to display this drop down as none. So whenever we hover over this tutorial, the drop down should appear. So in order to do that, we are going to give our unordered, we are going to give it from here a display of none. So we are going to say whenever we, so we need to give this an actual class, the tutorial an actual class of drop. So we would say whenever we drop, whenever we hover over drop, we want the direct unordered list to appear. We want a display of block. I've spent too much time on this tutorial. On the next tutorial, which I'm naming a part 2, I'm going to be using creating an animated animation and an animated drop down menu, and I'm going to also give an extension drop down menu for HTML. I'm going to make HTML as its own drop down menu, CSS, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe.